Yaborana Zuchia, Nabaka, Nabaka, Yaborana Zuchia, Yaborana Zuchia, Yaborana Zuchia, Nabaka, Nabaka. We got the victory. We got the victory. Nabaka, Nabaka, Yaborana Zuchia, Yaborana Zuchia, Yaborana Zuchia, Nabaka, Nabaka. The grass is greener on the other side. That's what I thought before I took the ride. Our started just like this. Good morning, love. It's my favorite love song. Yes, good morning should be your favorite love song, because when it's morning, you know it's time for you to go at that thing again. It's time for you to have a fresh start at whatever it is in your life that could be bettering you. So that's why it's always good to have a fresh morning like this one, this Monday morning, the 21st day of May. Hope those tunes there inspired you. Like I said, Tafsir will come up at 6:30. So let's just take our weather forecast for today and some headlines before 6:30. We'll take a Tafsir. Okay, Lagos will have 26 degrees Celsius. It's going to be cloudy and rainy today in the city of Lagos. Kano, 25 degrees Celsius. It's cloudy weather also in Kano. In Ibadan, it's 24 degrees Celsius, a mixture of cloudy and a sunny day. And in Abuja, the nation's capital, expect rain today. Yes, even this morning as I was coming to work, it seems the rain's about to come down. So make sure you have your umbrellas with you. Abuja, 22 degrees Celsius, rain expected for us today. In Calabar, that's the south coast part of the country, 24 degrees Celsius, a cloudy day for them over there. Maiduguri in the northeast, 28 degrees Celsius, and Aba, that's in the southeastern part of Nigeria, will have cloudy weather as well at 21 degrees Celsius. Enugu, 22 degrees Celsius, also will experience cloudy weather. Port Harcourt will be cloudy at 24 degrees Celsius with rain, of course, coming down in Port Harcourt. And finally, Zaria and Kaduna State, 23 degrees Celsius with expectation of rain as well. I sure hope you have a splendid weather wherever you find yourself in the country. As you know, Armed Forces Radio is streaming live, so you could be listening to us from any part of the country and even the world. All right, let's quickly look at some headlines before 6:30. We'll take our tafsir for today, this morning. Yes, let's begin with the Sun newspaper. In the Sun newspaper, Dixon engages Northern governors leaders on restructuring fiscal federalism. Senate invasion in Dume Omo Agege risk fresh suspension. All right, and those are the headlines. Forensic audit court restraints CBN officials. Buhari may not sign. Okay, if you want to know what he won't sign, go get the paper and find out for yourself from the Sun newspaper this morning. All right, let's go over to the Punch. And the Punch making the headlines this beautiful morning. Journalist goes into hiding. How Ararume taught Okorocha to be godly. Popular publisher and composer. Go find out who that is. Breaking, Buhari assures UN of credible 2019 polls. Read more on that from the Punch newspaper. The Daily Trust has as its headlines, Help, IG wants to implicate me. Saraki. Don't select candidates on cash basis, or Shomole advises Edo Esco. Katsina APC Akida threatens to pull out. APC NDP to meet today, Baraje. APC, only congresses organized by a committee are recognized. All right, those are some of the headlines on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. You can see more for yourself by picking the paper. We move over to The Guardian. Making the front page at The Guardian is Northern Christians tax go on, others on end to carnage. Residents seek help as gangs overrun Mushin, Itire, Surulere areas, all in Lagos State. My imprisonment was a blessing, says Obasanjo. Nigeria does not have vaccines for Ebola, says Ekewazu. And gunmen kill scores, abduct women in Nasarawa, Kaduna. You can pick up the Guardian newspaper, find out more of the stories. And we have the Vanguard. Headlines on the Vanguard front pages, Dankwambo and the challenge of quality leadership. Deepening poverty and increasing unemployment, Mark Buhari's third year in office. MPC to retain policy rates as 266 billion inflow boost interbank liquidity. Oshomole tax new Edo APC ESCOs on credible candidates. Johesu strike, people living with HIV/AIDS, 11 CSOs petition health, labor ministers. Countdown to 24 FIFA World Cup, NFF secures Eagles $2.8 million World Cup allowance. Wow. And finally, from politics on the Vanguard newspaper is this one saying, no rivalry between me, Tinubu, Asiwaju is undoubtedly my leader, Banire. Well, you could go pick up those papers, find out for yourself what these headlines are, what they are saying in the papers, and other stories from sports to entertainment, politics, business. You have them. So get yourself to the vendors and pick up a copy of those papers. You know, when you're informed, that's when you can be enlightened. So speak qualitatively. All right, 6:30, it will be time for us to give you our tafsir for this morning. Don't touch your dial.
Woke up on Sunday morning, told my daddy I'm leaving home, going off to the city tomorrow, even though I don't know where to go. And daddy said, son, don't be a fool, 'cause Life in the city is unbelievable. You could get broken, no, you're just a little boy, and you may never find your way. And I say,
I know that I can't be lost. I know I
know I could get broken.
know I
قلبي شكرا